It's a long road you walked.
I deserve things, and we did. I'm not going to deprive myself of that big screen TV.
If that makes any sort of sense at all.
Really? You have $4,000 to put into this in the next 3 months?
No.
Because even I could do that in my head.
We need a lot of money, dear.
He's showing all the signs of total freakout.
Oh, yeah.
Money, 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 money.
My name's Mike, I'm 43. I'm a commercial sheet metal mechanic.
I'm Sheila, I'm 42, and I'm a student.
I make $70,000 to $100,000 a year.
I'm a caregiver for my grandmother, and I also do some volunteer work.
Currently, your income is zero.
Big zero.
We met 12 years ago in a treatment center, actually. So we both had a past.
I've gone through tremendous challenges and risen to them. The loss of my parents, the dysfunctional upbringing that I had.
If she would have stayed living with her grandmother and that, she wouldn't be clean today. I basically woke up, made some changes. That was 5 years ago. Me and Sheila got married less than a year ago, and I still have some debt from that.
It was a lovely wedding. Far too much of everything.
Probably carrying close to $10,000 in debt from the wedding. We take on a little more than we should. Take grandmother out.
When we've overspent, it usually has something to do with her as well.
$200-300 for dinner, plus a car rental for the weekend, and on and on and on and on.
When you first go into recovery, they tell you to be good to yourself. Don't deprive yourself of things.
Basically, threw out everything that we did have and started from scratch.
I'm not going to deprive myself of that big screen TV.
There was a bit of substitution. Rather than go to the bar, we'd run to the mall, and my girl loves to shop, and hey, it's fun. I'm entitled to it. I work for that service.
Something's in overdraft.
It doesn't matter what I make. If I make $1,200, it goes just as fast as if I take home $2,100. How much is in our joint savings account, love?
I don't even bother anymore. It just gives me a headache.
We can discuss money, and it's, well, I'm doing this with it, and I don't care. And
Yeah,
it doesn't say good, doesn't say bad.
Okay.
It's just how it is.
Okay, sweetheart.
Finances dictate where things are going to go, and right now we're not in the best financial shape. We're actually in horrible financial shape.
We've worked so hard on our lives, on everything, and the only thing missing is money.
This month, I'll help this couple move from red to black. I've been solving money problems for over 20 years, tackling everything from high finance to low income. I help people understand money and debt, which is still a huge mystery for most folks. And it's the #1 reason couples split up. So now I'm making house calls. Sheila and Mike are trying to buy back the years they wasted. There's one income and it goes out as fast as Mike earns it. I'm going to bring them back to reality before their dreams land them in major debt. Hi.
Hi, I'm Sheila.
Gail Foss-Oxlade, nice to meet you. First thing I'd like to do is just drop my bag and have a quick look around.
Please, come on.
Great. What an organized kitchen. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God. The glasses line up.
It makes things easier, especially
Does.
if you're not awake in the morning.
You have no food in your fridge. These are all the veggies this woman has in her house. Sheila,
Yes.
what would you say your biggest vice is?
Shoes?
Oh. How many pairs of shoes do you think you have?
Honestly, I really don't have a clue.
Oh. And these are just the ones in the bedroom. Is all this furniture paid for?
Yes.
Yeah.
And when did you get it?
Within the last 3.5 years.
Was it buy now, pay later?
We'll never, ever do that buy now, pay later thing. Ever, 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 ever.
Good. Expensive lesson, though, eh?
Very.
Yeah. If her finances were as organized as her cupboards, she'd have no problems. How long have you both been sober now?
4 years.
It's a long road you walked.
It was a huge fight.
Once the change did happen, it was, okay, well, it's time to replace a lot of lost things.
We don't budget. We said, I deserve things. And we did. We really did.
You deserve things. You know what? I am with you completely. You deserve everything you can afford.
Yes.
Assuming you have the money in the bank. But that's not the case with you guys. You're spending money he hasn't earned yet. You've been great at turning your life around, but you know what you've been really bad at? Prioritizing. The financial part of it can become such a drain that it could actually end up eroding the progress that you've made. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the mistakes you've been making so you can stop making them.
Okay.
You know the show This Is Your Life? This is your debt. So what the hell are you doing with a department store car on which you're paying almost 30% interest, carrying a balance?
I got his Christmas present.
You know what? You can't put his present on his card and then ask him to pay.
It's not real to me. The only thing I'm responsible for is yelling at him to get on the computer and pay the bills.
You actually have debt that's gone to collections.
I didn't know I had it.
That's part of the problem, is that you don't actually know what's happening. Tell me, what percentage of your income are you saving?
Apparently 0.
0. You're saving nothing. Zippity-doo-dah. Squat. Look at your life on your debt repayment. Debt repayment shouldn't be any more than 15%. Life shouldn't be any more than 25%. Everything that isn't transportation, housing, savings, and debt is life. I want you to tell me what you think you're spending in cash every month.
$1,000?
I bet it's more.
Wow.
Wow. You're overspending by $3,500 a month.
No.
Yes. If you
that's fine.
keep it up, in 5 years, with no house, with no baby, you'll be $475,000 in debt.
Wow.
You ready for that?
No, not even close.
$475,000. Are you prepared to do anything I ask to get you out of this mess?
I guess.
Come on, I need a little bit more positive than
All
that.
right, yeah. Sure.
We've discussed this. We're ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so over the next few weeks, I'm going to give you a series of challenges. You do the challenges to my satisfaction, I'll give you up to $5,000 to help you pay down the debt. You don't do the challenges, you don't get the money. We're going to stop you playing the waiting game and plan for the future. We're going to teach you to set realistic goals. And we're going to come up with a plan for you to have a life now. Since part of all this means you're going to be learning to live on cash, go get me your debit cards and your credit cards. Scoot.
Coming up, are Sheila and Mike on the same team?
I want to support what you want to do, but I think you need to look into it a little further.
I get that.
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
Sheila and Mike have worked hard to straighten out their lives. Now it's time to straighten out their money.
You're saving nothing. Zippity-doo-dah.
0.
They're haunted by their mistakes.
I don't want to be in this same position 5 years from now, 10 years from now.
This time they'll do it my way. For the next month, this couple will learn to live on a strict cash budget. No more credit cards. They'll complete weekly challenges to tackle their money and relationship issues. And if they're willing to change, I'll reward them with thousands of dollars. No changes, no money.
Say bye-bye shopping, bye-bye. Those are your tools. Let's start with this one. Bye-bye, love. Why don't we cut this one
I'm
next?
okay with that.
Oh, another department store card. First of all, I'm going to cut your variable spending by 81%. You're going to go from spending over $7,300 a month to spending about $1,400 a month. You're going to have $112.50 a week for food.
That's good.
We can do that.
Easy.
$87 a week for transportation. Clothing and gifts, this works out to $80 a month compared to the $1,300 a month you were spending on miscellaneous consumption. Entertainment, $25 a week.
That's blockbuster.
$110 for other.
I'm very stressed about the jars. I'm seeing $350 a week, then I'm getting in jars, and just the numbers aren't adding up.
At first, when you look at this, you think to yourself, there's no way I can do this.
Oh, I know.
But you can.
Yeah.
Mike's freaking out about the whole constraint, I think, of money. Not good at accountability.
Your first challenge is your future plan challenge.
Okay.
Remember how I talked about the fact that you have to have a life? This is what this challenge is meant to address. Individually, I want you to make some notes on what your biggest dream is, what you like to do to make your partner happy, or what you like your partner to do for you to make you happy. This has to be about what you want from your life. Got it?
Yeah.
Worthwhile?
Yeah.
Go for it, man.
If it's in front of me, I get it, eh? If it's a job where I can see it. But if somebody tells me, just go over there and do that, it's like, if I don't see it on paper, buddy, it ain't happening because I don't want to do it twice.
To achieve their goals, both Sheila and Mike need to see things in black and white. This challenge will force them to put their dreams on paper for the first time.
It was really hard for me to put some things aside because I've sort of based my life on certain things. So I've decided that definitely the child has to come first. Something that I need in my life. I need to be a parent, and I also need to know that I'm going to have family later on in life.
While Sheila puts having a child at the top of her list, Mike sees things shaping up differently.
Hey, are you up for looking at this?
Sure.
Yeah, you're on that kick about buying and renovating the houses.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just kind of wondering what you're going to buy them with.
Well, that's part of us getting our finances in order, isn't it?
I've spoken with specialists about you doing that, and they're thinking that's not a great idea, and I want to support what you're trying to do.
Okay, then.
No,
Enough said.
no, it's not enough said. I want to support what you want to do, but I think you need to look into it a little further. Realistically, the only option I would have if I wanted to have a child is to get pregnant within the next few months.
I get that.
I guess, I don't know.
We need a lot of money, dear. A big pile of money.
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
Mike and Sheila are starting their lives fresh with a mountain of debt in their way. Juggling work, school, and family obligations,
I don't feel I need help. I can do it myself.
financial management is their last priority.
This gives me a headache.
She had a little trouble with the jars this week.
Jars are empty.
I don't like to have to think about, can I afford to fill it up?
If they want to earn up to $5,000 to pay down their debt, they'll have to complete all my challenges.
It's all very well and good to have dreams. It helps to have a plan. The real value in doing an exercise like this is the value in seeing how the other person's thinking and whether those priorities can actually dovetail. Can they work together? Which, interestingly enough, brings me to this week's challenge. This week's challenge is a future plan challenge. And the objective of this challenge is to take the work you started last week and turn it into something that you can actually use as a plan to move forward. Baby making. What does it cost? $6,500. Baby's first year.
6,000 anyway.
When do you want to do this by?
3 months.
Really? You have $4,000 to put into this in the next 3 months?
No.
Because even I can do that in my head. If you do it 1 year, it's $1,000 a month. Do you have $1,000 a month to do this right now?
No.
Second job.
In what time?
Okay, so that's not possible then.
It's shattered a lot.
It made what I'd planned seem a little unrealistic. And I wasn't expecting that.
No, I am not here to pee on your dreams. Here's a question I have for you, so listen up. What is so wrong with just having a life where you do nice things for each other and it's just a pleasure to be?
Nothing wrong with that.
If you adjust your expectations and decide on having something that's simpler, that you can actually be happy with less.
Yeah. When Gail started speaking about, be glad you have what you have, be happy, that was really intense for me.
Tell me, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking that it's so simple. And why aren't we happy with what we have and who we are to each other?
Will a child make so much of a difference that you are ready to make this man go out and make another $3,700 a month in order to make that a reality for you?
No. I'm not willing to lose him for that.
Okay?
You are gonna have to make some more money. Some way you're gonna have to find to make some more money. Sheila, I don't think it's fair that Mike's doing it all, okay? I want you to go back over your budget and figure out what your budget is short. And then figure out what the job is you're going to do so he isn't busting his ass. Okay?
I like that. That works for me.
You're gonna need a calculator. I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
This week I used some of last week's jar and some of this week's jar in order to get my hair cut, to go back to work. I'm making the extra money and contributing.
How was it living on the jars?
We went shopping and had to put things back. I thought Mike was gonna lose his mind. I'm like, people do this all the time.
Yes, they do. So your challenge this week is your relationship rescue challenge. And you are gonna do some role playing. You're gonna be playing Granny. And you are going to help Sheila figure out what she can or cannot say to Granny to get her point across. Okay, and you're gonna do the same thing.
Do I really have to wear a wig?
Yes. As a rule, I'm up for anything. But when it comes to my grandma, it's just something I just don't want to do.
I didn't see that coming.
I've got a headache thinking about it.
First time I've had hair in a long time.
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
Mike and Sheila have battled demons in their past. Now the final hurdle is the difficult relationship they have with Sheila's grandmother.
I blame Sheila for it.
It's all my fault.
I have up to $5,000 to help them pay down their debt. But to get the money, they're gonna have to complete my final challenge. Working with a coach, they're gonna have to come up with new ways to communicate with Granny.
Come on in.
I'm Adam,
I'm Daphne.
and what we're gonna do today is give you some solid tools and techniques to deal with your stumbling block, which is Granny.
Anything Granny says to you, change the subject. All right? Okay. Okay.
I don't feel I need help. I think it's terrible to have money and then have to give it away. Every day I think I'm going to die.
Michael, I need my gutters cleaned.
Yep, you probably do.
Well, when are you gonna do it?
I think you're gonna have to hire somebody this time.
You don't do anything for me. Change subject.
How about I put your air conditioner in?
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that would be nice.
Okay, then.
All right. Okay. So you think
good.
she would have a positive reaction? Mm-hmm. That would be her. Let's switch roles. Okay. Okay.
Summertime, how come you're still going to school?
Because I need to go all year round in order to finish quicker.
But isn't that costing lots of money?
I'll make more money when I go to school.
That doesn't matter.
You want to go out for lunch?
You can't afford it. You have no money. You spend all your money going to school.
We could go Dutch. Why don't we go to the coffee shop at the plaza?
I spend all my money paying Gina. I have no money.
Oh, do you want to go up to the bank?
Well, I need money.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, great.
That was okay.
It was good. Come on. It was fun.
Okay means good by me.
I think it grounds it. It makes it real. It makes it reality. It makes it something that's tangible. And
You do a lot of that stuff, but when we don't, we end up leaving, and then we're bickering on the way out.
Carrying it home.
And then carrying it home, and then there's bad interaction between us.
So I hear you made a very pretty Granny. What did you learn?
Just try and deflect her and
stay united.
stay united. And yeah.
Can't let her wedge herself between you. Got to make sure you stay tight. Okay? Yeah. How was living on the jars this month?
It was okay.
By the end.
By the end.
When you started, you weren't so sure, though, right? Yeah. You were spending twice your income. You were headed to $500,000 worth of debt.
Big time.
I've set aside $1,100 a month in your budget for debt repayment, and 6 of your 7 creditors will be paid off in 6 months.
Yes. Very nice.
Good.
So in 6 months' time, you can drop your payments down to $550 a month, and that will get your final creditor paid off in 2 years.
Beautiful.
Okay? Use the other $550 on top of the other $200 I've already set aside for your long-term savings, and when you're ready to retire, you will have $500,000.
Nice.
Okay, Mike, you need to be more excited.
I'm excited.
Because literally, we've gone from a net negative $500,000
To a plus.
to a net positive $500,000. In my world, that means
That's
we
$1 million.
had $1 million improvement this month.
$1 million bucks?
That's a good improvement.
There you go. That was the reaction.
Okay, this month, we stopped you playing the waiting game and taught you how to set some goals. And we taught you how to make those goals realistic, not just pie in the sky. And we taught you to work together through adversity. And this month we're spelling adversity Granny. Okay? Do you feel like you made progress?
I do.
Do you feel like you're deserving of a big fat check?
Yes, I do.
You do, eh? My bag's in the kitchen. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. It got easier as the time progressed, and I think we're both ready for a change.
Oh, Mike. I could give you a little or a lot. What do you want?
How about $5,000?
That's great.
You guys are planning on a second honeymoon?
Yes.
We're gonna cover it completely.
Great. Very cool.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
You're gonna give Granny a hug?
There you go.
Oh, Mike, put your heart into it, boy.
We can do this. We can make this work. There's going to be times where it's tough, but it's okay.
When you move forward now, you're moving forward very realistically.
This was the last step,
Good
and
luck.
we needed it. Thank you.
Money, 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 money.